What does it take to stay mentally steady when the ground beneath your life keeps shifting? When your country is at war, your startup is self funded, your inner world feels unpredictable, and you are still expected to lead. Welcome to Healthy Mind, Healthy Life, where we explore real conversations about mental well being, resilience, and the inner world behind meaningful lives. I am Yusuf, and today I'm joined by Oleksandr Buratynsky, founder and CEO of T-Travel, a travel app built from Ukraine that helps people discover destination, design itineraries, and even earn through travel. Oleksandr has over a decade of experience in tech, bootstrapped his startup during wartime, and is the author of Systematic Adaptiveness, a book inspired by the resilience of the Ukrainian people. In this episode, we explore leadership, mental health, identity, and what it means to keep going when life gives you no clear map. With that, I welcome my guest, Alexander, to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, Yusuf. It's a pleasure to be here. And it's a really a big honor to, to talk about like past experience and current
Mm.
experience because, you know, uh, I I love that you invited me, and I love that people are inviting, Ukrainian founders to understand how uh, really how it really works and how we build our resilience. Because it's very unique experience, and going through crisis. It's such scale. Um, it was never before. It was never seen before.
Yeah, pleasure is all ours. Alexander, before we get into big ideas, I'm
Mm,
curious. When you look at your life today,
mhm.
what part of your journey feels most alive or unresolved right now?
I think that, you know, like looking back to my experience, I can
Mm.
say that I'm like a cat. I have like several different lives. Maybe even not like not nine, but six or seven, and like the experience changed drastically because
Mm.
like in 90s we had the situation where it wasn't clear like where to even get money. It was
Yeah.
like period, like a depressive period, and in the same time we had like our childhood, and we had no, I don't know, like things like basic needs, and like water, like heat, etc.
Mm.
Then it like all evolved very fast. We got our hands like in technological fields to deliver products, to have this really a really great trend of globalization. And
Mm.
now, after all these years, we got back to the, blackouts, having no electricity, no water, and it's cold, and it's like it, it's like almost the same as like my past experience, but not the same. Like because we already have, new tools, artificial intelligence, new products, but like, and in the same time, it's like geopolitical situations is very, fragile, and we see that it's like every day, every like piece of news or a tweet can change everything, in the world. So like my experience is very diverse, and I think that I lived through very different times.
Yeah. Wow. You know, the way you told your whole story, starting
Mhm.
like from not basic needs and then again shifting to it,
Yeah.
it really shows a cycle. But I want to know, what are the things that you saw that have changed within you in between those cycles?
I think that it's like when I was young and I was like a teenager, I was thinking, it like as a maximalist, I wanted everything to be perfect.
Mm,
I in the world with its like good and bad things and
mm,
pieces, and I didn't want to, you know, kind of get to the point where I see some bad things. I wanted to avoid that. I wanted to, you know, kind of separate myself from all the bad things that happen in the world. But
mm,
like now, after all these years, I developed something like a internal awareness and responsibility. What happens in my life, and I cannot just separate myself from the like global processes, from process that it's like happening in my town, in my neighborhood. And I'm like, I feel this responsibility, and I like psychologically, I like I need to see the whole picture, and I feel that I can kind of bear everything that's happening, and
mm,
you know it's not overwhelming for me currently, because like I've seen a lot of stuff through the years that
mm,
helped me to understand that people and situation and context can be different, can be different like obstacles, and like system thinking and psychology allowed me to understand, why some things are happening, why some situations are happening, why people like change their behavior under pressure, and like why like like what do I need to do by myself, like what kind of behavior should I uh kind of nurture right now in myself to overcome obstacles. So not only, you know uh it's not only clarity that I've learned, but also an understanding of myself and good and bad parts of myself, and people that are, nearby, or I see on TV, or like they're like close to me. Doesn't matter. It's already like a gaining a full picture without any separation and without any kind of aggressive reaction on it. Bad things, they shouldn't happen. I try to understand the source of problem,
mm.
and the context people are living in. So yeah, I guess that's the crucial change.
Yes. You build resilience and, way of thinking that you go beneath the surface. You try to understand why things are happening. Coming to resilience, there's a common belief that resilience means pushing through everything alone. From your experience, especially building a company during a war, what do you think people misunderstand about resilience?
Yeah, that is like a, I don't know, that is kind of a um global misunderstanding about resilience. About, I wrote a post recently about that, like a power and responsibility and resilience. It's not about how you can handle things by yourself, like in a hedgehog, like just uh like get in a survival mode, like getting that tension and trying to move around with your spikes, hitting every enemy. It's like it's more about uh, like diversification, like in the stock market, for example. Yeah, the most successful investors are those who put their, cash or their money in different buckets, separate buckets. And the same is with resilience. You're like psychologically ready for any type of situation if you have close friends if you have a lot of information, if
Mm.
you can delegate things, if you're in a state of mind and health that are loving you to move quickly, and it's not about taking everything that is happening and care about everything like only inside your mind. Even when you share the thoughts with mentor, coach, facilitator, your psychologist, like different people for different tasks, you get this type of resilience as a like you form the core, you know, and like an atom with like a lot of molecules, and it's even our body is not kind of a one brick, like it's a living organism with a lot of pieces that communicate with each other in a proper way. And even if some muscle is in tension, other muscles still can lift the weight.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, if you're alone, you will break very easily. But if you have this kind of a like group around you that can support, even listen to what you're going through, it's already it's already a huge help.
Yes. Uh, you know, that really changes the entire narrative of resilience, that
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
that leader has to have all the answers, that the leader is has to have, everything complete. He's the founder, he should know everything. But
Yeah,
exactly, we are human, we don't know a lot of things, and we that's why we need team members to help support us.
absolutely. It's like everything's built in our world because of the collaboration, you know?
Yes.
It's like, okay, we are tend to kind of seek for, like icon and model that we can put in a pedestal, put in front of us, and kind of, okay, this is, for example, Elon Musk, and we need to be like, I need to be like Elon Musk, like totally. Like, and then we see that Elon Musk, okay, he may be the good businessman or like a great inventor, but as a human being, he have very controversial ideas that you will not, handle, and you do not want to take for yourself. It's like,
Mm.
and you shouldn't basically, because you need to have your own opinion. So
Mm.
it's like everything is mm, points out that like we need to collaborate and collaborate effectively, collaborate with empathy, uh, collaborate with understanding. And this is one of the like biggest part of like my book about Ukrainian resistance, because the people um, formed a new like communities, a new like groups, and they were agile, and they were agile enough to restructure themselves while they had like some different challenges. They tackle one challenge, they solve the problem, they tackle another challenge, reform the group, have a retrospective, then again reform the group. But it's all about the like small communities, how they communicate within, like, and how they communicate with each other, through like many points. So it's a network, of people, network of thoughts, events, and actions, and it's not directive. It's like
Mm.
self-managed. So
Mm.
yeah, if we look at our like a physics or nature, like even the sky, or like cosmic kind of like cosmic perspective, like planets, they they are still interconnected with
Mm.
magnetic fields, they influence each other in some way. So uh, we cannot just separate ourselves from others and be resilient. It's not possible. Oh, so it's unnatural.
Mm. Yes, indeed. You talk about systematic adaptiveness. What is it?
It's like mm, when you, as I said, as a system, you can uh, like you can go through every type of challenge,
Yeah.
but as a group and as a system. So you as you already said, you don't like you don't necessarily have one leader. You have many experts
Okay.
that can be leaders in like some point of time. For example, uh, like we have like the whole country that is surviving, and first of all, we needed like food and communication, for example, and like everyone um, was kind of reflecting on what they can do to kind of achieve this goal. If I'm,
Mm.
if I'm working in like some kind of like dark kitchen type of restaurant, I can, cook something and uh, I need to like phone or call my colleague that is working in a taxi, like as a taxi driver, to
Okay.
bring the food to our army, for example, to our like troops, and like system as a whole, it's compensate like some negative aspects or uh like holes of expertise because it's uh you know interconnected and it communicates very well. So people are parts of the system, their skills are part of the system, uh
Mm.
and like every situations can be like tackled and can be solved because of the system, like this interconnection, this different experts uh, will reform internally to solve that. So it's all about uh, not having the like in a football team of A players. Every like every player can go and just put put a ball in the gate, like they kick a ball and like basically it will be in the gate, or like in the basketball, you put the ball in the basket, uh, and only A players that cannot give pass to anyone, so this team will lose.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that even people who are very mm, kind of proficient in dribbling and kind of um, go in and put this ball in the basket, sometimes they need to go back and defend your basket.
Mm.
They need to shift from their perspective of, okay, I'm the leader now, I need to step away and give others to lead, give this leadership to others. And this is like a systemic adaptiveness when people do not kind of operate through their ego,
Mm.
but they operate through the idea of greater good for the system. You know, in the companies, that means that they have North Star metric or like profit goal for this quarter, and everyone, even the like software developer, understand that, okay, I'm not writing code, I'm trying to get like the best feature for our customers to deliver the great value and gain profit for the company, to make it more stable, make it more resilient, and in the end have my salary, have my salary bonus, for example, like for uh, like the next months. So this kind of this kind like process is kind of a adaptiveness inside of the system.
Yes. What I could feel is that everybody works for the better of the system, for the better of the team.
Hmm.
There's
Yep.
no captain. There are rules. For example, there's a
Yep.
captain, the goalkeeper. But when the team needs you, You are there to attack, you are there to defense, and you are there in the midfield as well. So yeah, I am good, I guess. Alexander, where can listeners find your work, your book, and learn about more about tea travel?
The best way is to connect me on LinkedIn by name and surname, Oleksandr Buratynskyy. I'm the only one there, so I'm so it will be easy. And I'm posting, new stuff and things that I'm like mm, that I care about, my thoughts, my works. Like I'm always open to like a kind of a mentorship proposals or like coaching stuff one on one. So like mm, it's also about like a greater good. I want to help the community and help people be better in their own field of study or field of work. So and even if the person hesitate whether you know like make changes in their lifestyle or like a type of work they do, they often ping me, call me or like text me, and like together can figure out uh, what's the best approach to tackle that problem, and what's the best approach for this particular person, how to grow the career, how to change like expertise, what kind of new things they can learn. So yeah, everything goes through LinkedIn basically.
Perfect. And to everyone listening, all these links are in the show notes. So just go and check those out.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, Alexander, for joining us on Healthy Minds, Healthy Life today.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you for very interesting questions. Last thing, I guess, about to travel. If you're traveling a lot and you want to earn some money from your travel, you can easily download our app from the site called ttravel.me. So and start your journey. It's very easy to use. We mm, you know uh, we iterated a lot of times, and now it's very easy to use UX and UI, and you will understand everything from like first second. So I hope you will like it. And thank you again for listening. And I hope you will listen to other episodes, other speakers in the future, because it's very interesting podcast with Yusuf. I'm glad to participate.
Thank you so much. And to everyone listening, if this conversation resonated, take a moment to reflect on how you adapt when life feels unstable. Mental health, leadership, and purpose are not separate journeys. When we learn to adapt systematically, inside and out, resilience becomes sustainable. Share this with someone who needs it, and we'll see you next time.